Good morning, my darlings. Welcome to a new vlog on what you might be able to see as a very grey and rainy January morning. I thought we could do a little check-in this morning on New Year's intentions, New Year's habits. As we speak, I am ticking off my morning to-do of getting my body moving. I did do a little bit of stretching when I woke up this morning, and normally I love to do an early reformer Pilates, like an 8:30, but because of the January madness and then the fact that everybody is wanting to do Pilates at this time of year, I actually couldn't get on to the 8:30 class, so I'm heading to the 11 AM class, which has meant that I've had quite a productive morning of getting some editing done, getting some work done. But I'm actually going to be doing a double whammy. I'm going to be ticking off 2 of my 2024 intentions today. Well, at least 2, because the other one is learning more about breath work. And I noticed that the gym that I go to, and my membership means that I can get all classes for free, so there's really no excuse not to try something new. My gym actually has a breathwork and meditation class. It's an hour long, so I thought I would go along to that today after my reformer Pilates. Sorry about my car sensors. The bushes around here are so overgrown. Shush! And then I'm going to do a nice, fairly healthy veg shop, get some bits for the next few days. We are heading on our honeymoon at the end of this week, so I don't need to buy... Oh dear, you've gone. I'm gonna actually have to drive the long way because I think that way might be flooded. So hopefully I will make it to the class on time. Yes, we're going to do a nice healthy food shop. Charlie has been meal planning a little bit, a few nice hearty recipes. I just placed another bone broth order online this morning from another company. I've been buying them from the Freesia company before, but I saw something, again, advertised to me on Instagram from a company called Ossa, O-S-S-A, Ossa Organic. Hello again, my darlings. I apologise. My battery ran out while I was in the car talking to you, and then I just filmed a couple of quick clips on my phone. So home, showered, oh my goodness, it is flood-o-rama in the Cotswolds at the moment. I didn't drive my normal route because I have to basically drive through a ford in order to get to Dalesford. If any of you have driven around here, then Traitors Ford is on my route to Dalesford, and on a good day it's maybe this deep, which I think my car can handle, but knowing, well, for example at New Year's Eve, Millie and Callum had to do a 45-minute detour because they said it was so flooded down there. But now, with the amount of rain, it's been raining non-stop for like 5 million days, I just knew it would be too deep to even attempt to drive through it, so I avoided that. First bit of post-shower skincare, I've just put on the Elemis Rose Pro Collagen Micro Serum, which is super hydrating. So yeah, I drove the long way around, but still the amount of water and like muddy dark brown water that was coming off the fields was crazy. Managed to get into the signature reformer Pilates class, which was great. This is the L'Occitane Immortelle neck cream. This is one of my beauty resolutions of the year. I want to get better at remembering to put creams on my neck. I don't think you necessarily need to have a specific neck cream. I don't know how it would be any different. I just love everything from the Immortelle range from L'Occitane. Oh, super anti-aging. So yes, after my reformer Pilates, I then went and did my first ever breathwork and meditation class. It was an hour-long class with a lady named Christina, and I have never practiced breath work before, but as I mentioned in my intentions video, and I've mentioned a couple of times now, I keep hearing how it's so good for you, good for your overall energy, good for your digestion, great for your blood pressure, great for so many long-term health benefits, and it is my kind of goal to learn a lot more about that this year. It's something that is something that we can all do completely for free. It's just about taking that little bit of time out of your day to do it. So my class today was my first one. There were only 4 of us in the class. It was in one of the yoga studios with a lady that does the sound healing and the gongs and the crystal bowls. This is the peptide and antioxidant moisturizer from Allies of Skin, which I just absolutely love. Great for popping on if you're doing a day of makeup, but also just great for long-term anti-aging and giving you an incredible glow. So she started off like straight into the class with some simple breathing exercises. They all had different names, like Chakuna breathing. I probably completely made that up, that probably isn't one, but like those kinds of names. And it wasn't just like breathe in, breathe out. It was very much breathing exercises. So one of them, for example, was, first of all, we got into a position where we had a straight spine, chin up but not too up, shoulders back, ensuring that your spine is straight and your chest out to maximize your lung capacity. And breathing in and out through the nose so you can really feel your belly moving as you breathe. And one of the exercises, which I had done before on these like anti-anxiety apps, was I think it's called box breathing, where you breathe in for 4 counts, you hold for 4 counts, you breathe out for 4 counts, and then you hold on empty for 4 counts. And she gave us something, I've gone very blue, she gave us something to focus on. That's better. She gave us something to focus on for each of those breaths. So it was like breathing in, you're concentrating on energy in your third eye, which is here, and then breathing out, you're focusing on your sit bone. And she gave us things to visualize. And then there was another breath, which apparently is really fantastic for your vagus nerve. What is with this blue lighting? It is because it is so grey outside. And the vagus nerve connects the brain to the gut. Very important, therefore, to activate the vagus nerve. And that one, you actually had to make a funny noise with your schnoz while you were breathing out. So she would tell us to inhale, then we'd hold for 4, and then we had to go like, people getting their pedicures and manicures must have wondered what on earth was going on in that room. And that's to like cause vibrations and tone up your vagus nerve. So really interesting class. I will definitely do that again. And then as well as a few other breathing techniques, we then did some meditation. And I do find meditation quite hard because my brain is always like thinking about a million different things. But I think with practice, I'm just gonna have to stop filming here because this is absolutely ridiculous. I look like I'm applying as an extra for Avatar. What is wrong with my camera? Okay, last attempt. And this is the Allies of Skin Peptide and Omega Firming Eye Cream. It feels really weird doing this part of my routine at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And anyway, so what I'm gonna do this afternoon is make some of my healthy energy balls. They are still a treat, but they're definitely a better for you treat than a lot of other things that I would often reach for, try buggers, in my treats drawer. And I realised that I have quite a few things left over from Christmas that I can put in my energy balls. I have got a recipe on my blog, which I keep saying I need to update because it's literally like a 7-year-old blog post. But I'll show you what I'm going to pop in downstairs. I had a look at the ingredients in the Dalesford ones by the tills. Obviously the whole farm shop has now rejigged, so all the healthy food is up at the front, and they had a lot of almond butter, dates and dark chocolate in them. So this is ridiculous. I have never looked this blue on camera before. What does my camera think it's doing right now? It's literally got the January blues. So yeah, I am gonna make some dark chocolate, can you take me seriously, dark chocolate energy balls. I'm just gonna stop. I'll see you down in the kitchen when I have got dressed and dried my hair. I can't quite believe how miserable it is outside. Just almost pitch black, and it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Crazy. So showered, hair is air drying, and I'm going to do my lovely energy balls. I've not done this particular mixture before. I have never added chocolate into my energy balls. I'm calling them energy balls. They are basically just like a yummy, healthier treat. So That noise, by the way, is the wind coming down our Aga pipe thing. So I apologise for the... Shh! Dexy! So I apologise for the background howling. Okay, I love pistachios. It is a well-documented fact. They are my favourite nut. So I thought I would actually end my energy balls by rolling them in some crushed pistachio nut. It will also give them... Oh my god, I swear that tree is going to fall down. It is swaying like this, and that is a big tree. It's so typical. We literally just took the supports off the trees on our driveway. I actually don't know if they're going to survive. The trees out there are bending over. Like, I can't even do a limbo that low. Scary. I will report back if all the trees survive the day. Yeah, so first thing I'm going to do is blend up some pistachio nuts, and then when I've made the balls, I'm going to roll them in the pistachio nuts to give them a lovely, like, crunchy outer layer. So that's the first thing I'm going to blend. And then all of the energy balls that I make, the squidginess is because of dates. Now, I don't have a huge amount of dates left because I used them in loads of canapes over Christmas. I actually only have 5. So I'm not going to make a huge amount of energy balls. I need to not get too carried away. So to add a little bit more softness and kind of hold togetherness, I'm going to pop in some peanut butter. Is this organic? It's actually not organic. Need to find a better peanut butter. If anyone knows of a really yummy, doesn't break the bank like the Dalesford one, organic peanut or almond butter, then please let me know. I'm not about to put Dalesford almond butter in my energy balls because that is very ridiculous. So as I mentioned, as well as the dates and the almond butter, dark chocolate. I've got half a bar here that's open already. I think that's all I'm going to pop in because as well as the chocolate, I'm going to add in some of my collagen and cacao powder from Ancient and Brave. This is a brand that I really like. This is a Peruvian raw cacao with nourishing, highly absorbable hydrolyzed collagen, as well as ashwagandha, baobab. There is no way the trees on the drive are going to survive this. Typical, the wind dies down as I try and show you, but this one here was practically horizontal a second ago. Oh my god. I'm actually going to go and check on the trees on the driveway. Okay, I don't think it's quite so windy this side. I think the wall is protecting them a little bit. Yikes. Okay, I'm going to try not to get distracted by the wind again. This has been a touch fragmented, hasn't it? I apologise. Basically, with these energy balls, you can actually put in pretty much whatever you've got in your cupboards. It's different every single time that I make it. The only thing that you really need is, well, nuts and things that are going to bind it together. So for me, that is dates and peanut butter, peanut or almond, peanut butter. You can use coconut oil. Some people use honey and maple syrup, but my favorite is dates. So while the wind was going completely wild, I've wazzed up my pistachios. I've also wazzed up a nut mixture. I've done this in the trusty Thermomix. For my nuts today, I'm using Brazil nuts, hazelnuts, basically all my favorites, hazelnuts, pecans, and good old almonds. I buy my nuts from Buy Whole Foods online. I'll leave them linked down below. Then this is where you can get creative. You can make them yummier by adding in chocolate, as I'm doing today. You can buy chocolate chips. I also have a favorite, I'll leave them on the screen here. They are called Keto Organic Dark Chocolate Chips from Amazon. I love to have them in the cupboard. I'm just using this up because I had it from the brownie baking at Christmas. As I mentioned, today I'm adding in my cacao and collagen. Sometimes I add in my Wild Nutrition protein powder. I also, oh actually I don't know if I'm going to do this today. No, I'm not going to do this. Next time when I do a slightly more fruity one, I'll add this in. This is a blueberry powder. I have no idea why I have this. I think it might have been in a goodie bag. It says to add to your yogurt or smoothie for an easy nutrient boost. I love the sound of that, but yeah, it's not going to work with a chocolatey energy ball, so not today. But I do also love goji berries. I think goji and chocolate goes quite well, especially with the pistachio. And then for a little bit of mushroom goodness, I'm going to add in a tablespoon to my mixture of the dirty chaga mushroom. Now, I could be a little bit weird and add in a tablespoon of my, this is gonna sound so weird, bear with me, beef bone broth powder, because apparently it has zero taste to it. But I don't want to risk ruining an entire batch of these and having them taste like beef, because beef and chocolate just should not exist. So if any of you guys have tried that, let me know. I've actually not even opened my powdered bone broth yet, so I cannot confirm nor deny whether it's flavorless, but I'm just gonna do it the usual way. So let's start adding everything in. Dates ×5, nice big juicy dates. I'm going to do just a couple of tablespoons of my peanut butter. Oh, peanut butter is just amazing. One of life's little pleasures. I'm adding in my bowl of blended nuts. Oh, chia seeds. This is something else that you could roll them in if you want to have like a cheery outer shell. Cheery, chia-y outer shell. Let's do another of those. I think chia seeds are really high in fiber as well. Fiber being something that most of us do not get enough of in our diets. I just realized I was going to film this on my phone to do a YouTube short, but I have completely forgotten. Never mind. Ooh, there's not much left in here. I think I'm going to finish this off, so I need to repurchase my collagen and cacao. If you wanted to make your energy balls more like chocolatey truffles, you could also roll them in this at the end as well. I know some people use desiccated coconut as the finishing rolly touch, but I'm actually not a big coconut fan, she says, and I will drink a million coconuts when we are on honeymoon next week. There's just something different about like a fresh coconut. It doesn't really taste of anything, and I love them, but I don't like bits of coconut, if that makes any sense at all. Now this is looking very dry. I am gonna do the blending. Let's add in some gojis, but I may need to do a scoop of coconut oil to help bind everything together, but let's see. Definitely too dry, so let's do a few more scoops of peanut butter. And I'm going to use a scoop of this coconut oil and whiz it up again. Okay, this is perfect. Even though my balls look a bit dry, when you smush them together in your hand, I guess the chocolate is melting as well. That's why chocolate is just so creamy and wonderful, because cacao, I think it melts at 37 degrees, which is body temperature. I'm gonna make them nice and small, and then I'm rolling it in my pistachio. Yum, look at that. So there's one. I'm gonna repeat this like 20 more times. Okie dokie, 15 minutes later, it always takes longer than I think it will. Here are my pistachio covered energy balls. Now I'm going to put these in the fridge for about half an hour. That will just make them go hard and not squidgy. I will then put them into a Tupperware and they can get stacked on top of each other. Then I normally put some baking paper in between, and then they'll keep in the fridge for around 2 weeks. So this is a really great thing to do when you've got time, so that you've always got something yummy to snack on when the craving calls. Right, into the fridge. Okay, my darlings, the energy balls are now in the fridge, and I've just sat down and done an hour of emails. I actually prefer saving up my emails and doing them in like solid blocks, as opposed to just sitting on my computer and doing them in dribs and drabs throughout the day, because I just get so distracted, and emails for me are like the wormhole. And once I go down the wormhole, then that's just literally the day gone. Even just now, to be honest, I was planning on doing like 15 minutes, just the urgent ones, and then I just get so sidetracked. But energy balls in the fridge, emails done, and I am peckish, but I'm not gonna have an energy ball until after dinner, because I think that Charlie's gonna start cooking in like half an hour or so. We're trying to eat our evening meals a lot earlier on in the day. I mean, it's pitch black, and it has been pitch black outside for like an hour, but I like to try to be finished eating by 7 p.m. That helps me with my TRE, which I've mentioned. Anyway, best lip balm ever. I feel like at this time of year we're all on the lookout for a really good lip balm, because it's cold and miserable and wet outside. This is the Peptides and Ceramide Repair Lip Balm from Allies of Skin. I have one everywhere, one in each handbag, one in the car, one at my bedside, one in here. They're amazing. If you have sore lips, it really like actually repairs them, and for me it's so good under lipstick as well. Anyway, I digress. Clutter. Clutter here is just like little bits that I keep thinking I need to remember to pack. I feel like every single one of my videos lately I've been talking about packing for our honeymoon, and I haven't even started packing yet. But I'm gonna get cracking on that probably tomorrow. But what I want to do now, and I do quite like to do this before packing, is have a really thorough wardrobe organisation session. I'm probably only going to do this for like an hour because, as I mentioned, food. So I'm going to, like I did with the beauty clear out, I think that was in the last vlog, I'm just going to like take certain sections and tackle them as opposed to giving myself the entire area. So this may sound like my entire wardrobe, but I'm going to do all of these tall units. I feel like I've not done them in a while, but actually before I do them, something that I really want to clear out and organise is my gym clothing. This is the time of year, as it stands at this exact moment in time, I have not purchased any new workout clothing or any, oh, I can wear this on top of my leggings for Pilates, because I feel like that is my excuse for jumpers and things like that. I'm always like, oh, I'll wear it to go to Pilates. I haven't done any of those kinds of purchases yet this year. I know we're not very far into the year. But I do need to export a load of fitness clothing, including like jumpers and things like that. I seem to have amassed so many leggings, it's actually ridiculous. And I actually noticed a sign in our local charity shop, the one in Chipping Norton, said fitness clothing needed. So I'm going to put together a big pile to take to the charity shop. I might go tomorrow actually. Yeah. So let's get cracking on that. And the podcast that I'm re-listening to, because I am trying to be quite good at my intermittent fasting as my only kind of, not even a restriction, it's a time restriction, not a food restriction. So I'm listening to the Stephen Bartlett, The Miracle Doctor, Get Your Sex Life Back, Melt Your Belly Fat and Heal Your Injuries. Basically, it's an entire podcast about intermittent fasting and the benefits, and there are different benefits for men and for women. For women, there are different benefits to doing different styles of fasting depending on where you are in your menstrual cycle. Speaking of menstrual cycle, this is really random, but I did actually promise you a couple of updates on various items, so I'm going to give you those updates right now. Okay. This is me digressing and not starting my wardrobe clear out, but I promise I will in a second. Okay, first update is Riley. This is a brand that I probably first mentioned about 6 months ago when I first heard about them. I think they advertised to me on like a sponsored Instagram story, and I'd also just listened to the Diary of a CEO. Was it actually Jessie Inshauser? No, it was someone else who lost their legs because of getting toxic shock syndrome from a tampon, and that made me think I really want to be a lot more clean with the products that I'm using at that time of the month. So that led me to look into toxin and chemical free organic sanitary pads and tampons, and I was really impressed with what I read about Riley. I did say to you guys I would let you know how it is, and it gets top marks from me. I have no complaints, no leaks, no discomfort. Yeah, so I would definitely recommend them. When I mentioned them on YouTube before, someone from Riley spotted it and they said that they would give you guys a discount code. I think they DM'd me. Let's have a look, because chances are it's still active. If not, I'll just let them know that I'm going to talk about it again and maybe they'll reactivate it. We are Riley. Organic and toxin-free period care. Right, inbox. Ah, yes, Josie 30 for 30% off your first 3-month subscription. Okay, I'm literally going to message them right now before I forget. Okay, done. I'm sure they will reactivate it. If it's any different to Josie 30, then I'll leave an update on the screen here. I don't think I can really show you without getting them all out, which would be quite wasteful. Are they biodegradable as well? I'm pretty sure they are. They're definitely a lot better for the environment and so much better for you than the typical products that we are used to using, like the traditional brands. The only annoying thing that I find is that all of the pads look the same. They're all in this cream packaging. So I actually, if I've got like, because I have this little pouch that I put in my handbag or suitcase when it's the time of the month, and I fill it with my items. Oh, here we go. But the tampons come in different coloured wraps, but the pads, like, I don't know which one is for the light days and which ones are for the heavy days. So Riley, maybe different coloured stickers or something? Not that they have stickers, but just like something. Unless I'm missing something and there is a way of telling the difference. But yeah, that's my only constructive criticism. And then the other thing, I can show you. Okay, I love how this video has just suddenly become a period video, but there we go. Nearly all of us that watch this channel experience it, so why not share some. This is the kind of stuff that I talk about with my friends. In fact, we even started talking about period underwear at New Year's, which I know is really fun and exciting. Okay, so this is another brand. Again, I think they advertised to me on Instagram. And it's called Flux underwear. I have no relationship with either of these brands. It's just brands that I've been enjoying using. Does what it says on the tin, basically. It's underwear that you wear during your period, but you don't need to wear any other products. For me, I've just found I only have been using them for like 4 or 5 months. Literally the same month I think that I discovered Riley. I thought I would give these a try. And I know they're kind of competing against each other because you need one and not the other, but I have been, sometimes you just need a product, sometimes you're fine just with the underwear. They really work. They really, really do. So you literally just wear the underwear. I enjoyed them so much the first month that I used them that I bought a load more, because obviously you wear them and then you basically, what you have to do is rinse them. This sounds a bit gross. It's not. You rinse them with cold water in the sink until the water runs clear, and then you put them in the wash, in the dark wash. They look like this. They are literally just like regular large pants with a nice little lacy top section. It's got a little bit of fluff on it, and here it feels like there's a hidden pad inside, but you don't see this bulk anywhere because the rest of the underwear is literally like normal underwear. I bought black for obvious reasons, but I think they do actually do other colours, but I would just get black. Yeah, and then you put them in the wash and it's as easy as that. They are so comfortable. This one says these are the classic bikini pants. Reusable, sustainable, vegan, leak-free. These apparently hold 4 tampons worth, which is amazing. What about these? Whoa! This has got 5 droplets. Seamless hip huggers. I think this is a different kind. Oh, seamless. Really? Because that's the only thing. I do find, like, when I'm wearing my workout leggings, that, oops, with some of the ones that I've tried, you can see them. Yeah, see, that's not going to be completely seamless on my butt. Seamless up here, yes. Quite stretchy. Hello, Bridget Jones. I like that they're quite high on the leg area. That's going to be really nice and comfy, especially if you have like sensitive areas here. They're going to be so nice and high-waisted. But yeah, this I can tell just by feeling is not going to be seamless. That is a chunky seam. But who really cares about having like a little seam? Just wear black to the gym if that's what bothers you. So yeah, 2 brands that I have been really enjoying using. And now I really do need to do a fitness wear clear out. Okay, I always like to give these a quick wash before I wear them. Same with all new underwear. Yeah, there we go. Hope you found that useful. If you have any... Oh, they replied already. Oh my gosh, yay. Riley. Whoa. Yep, the code is still active. And if you sign up to any subscription at the moment, you're automatically entered into a draw to win a Dyson Airwrap. Wowza trouser. That's amazing. Okay, so I'll leave a link to Riley and the discount code down below, and I'll leave a link to the underwear too. Okay, let's get organising. Again, my darlings. Okay, I feel like that was a very productive half an hour. I think I've just spent doing my clearing out of my fitness clothing, and it was needed, very needed. Must have gotten rid of maybe 15 pairs of bottoms. This is obviously not normal, but I do have over the past couple of years worked with quite a few fitness brands, and also bought just too much. Like even my last trip to Bicester Village, I bought more Lululemon tops. I already had like 30 if not more fitness tops. I just have to stop buying workout clothing. I always use the excuse that it's like a motivator, but I have to stop. So down in this bottom drawer, I've just realised I have a massive splodge on these gorgeous cashmere trousers. This is from some foundation. Oh, these are my lovely Lily Silk wide legs, and I just love them for days at home. So, this is still just far too many things to have, but I guess from now on, if I wear something and I decide it doesn't look great, then I will put it in the charity shop box. But down in this drawer, this is more like really loungy yoga style bits. I've been realising as well that I've got some really gorgeous matching sets that because I just have so much, I always forget that I have a matching piece to it. So here's the more kind of everyday trousers, including of course my Amazon leggings, a pile of black leggings, brown and like earthy tones. So the bottom drawer is comfy, so for wearing at home and for more yoga activities. And then down here, this is more of the fitness area. We've got a lot of browns, we've got a lot of greens. Yeah, massively cut down on those. And then this drawer is the tops. So we've got yeah, mostly like Adenola over here. These are the top layers, so the things like the t-shirts, mostly Lululemon here in varying neutral tones, very autumnal tones. Maybe, no, I do not need to buy any more colours for spring, but they're all quite autumnal. And then down here, I've started to put together some matching sets, such as this gorgeous Lulu set, a Vuori set, an Adenola set that I'm going to take with me on holiday because we do go to the gym nearly every morning. So this is what I'm going to be taking with me, and then a couple of t-shirts and this little Bamford yoga set. I've got some old bits here which are going to go to charity shop. Are you guys keeping your face masks? Because I think I'm going to send mine to the charity shop. I'm keeping a couple, obviously, but hopefully we'll never need them again. Sweaty Betty, just really old leggings. I mean, they're great for gardening, but how long do you hang on to things for, you know? And just some quite old Adenola bits as well. So yeah, charity shop, packing for holiday, organised drawers. Yay. Well, it is now bedtime. We've had a lovely dinner. We've given the boys their treats. I've done loads of washing today, loads of towels, and I was feeling so productive. I even double cleaned all of the filters in the tumble dryer. Isn't that fascinating? But I didn't want to go to bed without showing you my finished energy balls, of which Charlie has already eaten 3 or 4, which is a good sign. So I've taken them off the baking tray. There were a few left on there that didn't fit in here, but looks like he snuffled them, and they are now all in here. And I did try one after my dinner. There we go, and it was just absolutely delicious. Really perfect size as well, and the perfect quantity of dark chocolate. So definitely recommend giving that a try. Now, my darlings, I'm going to end the vlog for today. Hope you've enjoyed spending the day with me, and I'll see you very soon for the next one. Dixie! Say goodnight, Dixie. Good night, everybody, and thank you for watching.